Let's talk about this Tabitha Brown situation because, quite frankly, I'm disappointed in a lot of my mutuals and our community for trying to gaslight Black people into taking responsibility for the potential failure of these companies who have decided to contract with Target. That is not our fault. Target took a public stance. They said that they were rolling back DEI initiatives specifically for Black people and Black businesses. Because think about it, DEI applies to multiple groups. It's not just Black people, but that's the one group they don't mind hurting. DEI initiatives have helped white women more than anybody else, but they always target Black people. So you guys are telling us that while they're blatantly telling us this in our faces, we're supposed to say, okay, but we still need to support these businesses because they could fail and they're Black. I'm not doing a partial boycott. When has a partial boycott ever been a thing? When has it ever served a purpose? The point of boycotting is to remove your money from these establishments who don't want you. And that's what we're doing. Now, I watched all of Tabitha's video, and to be fair, she did imply that she wants us to continue to buy her products, and I'm glad that she explained the breakdown and how it affects the businesses and all that stuff. I think that was good information to put out there. But she also said or implied that if you don't, you can't override your convictions and you don't feel like you can still shop there, then she understands that too. And I'm glad she said that because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I don't like the manipulative way that you guys are trying to spin this. This isn't about Tabitha as a person. This is about the company, and this is about Black people in solidarity taking a stance against companies that are trying to tell us, well, not even trying, but telling us to our face that they don't care about us. Why would we continue to patronize those businesses? Y'all know I'm a community person. I am. I love my people, but I don't put myself or any other individual above the community as a whole, even if I like those people. And quite frankly, Tabitha isn't hurting. She says she has multiple contracts. She's still going to be getting money regardless. So we're not hurting her by doing that. And we're not going to allow Target to spin this narrative as if these companies that are Black owned just started underperforming all of a sudden. We saw what you did. You took a stance that alienated your Black customers, and we're going to let them remember that. Because this is a choice. Regardless of whatever executive order is signed, it's still a choice. You see Costco, you see Ben & Jerry's. They're still standing on their DEI initiatives. These companies are choosing to do this, and y'all want us to play into that to support a few Black people. I'm not going to do that. And quite frankly, what are these Black people doing for the Black community as a whole? There's always these calls for collective activism. They want us to come in and support them. They want to lean into their Blackness when they need us to support them monetarily. What are you guys giving back? And I don't mean donating to little causes or donating to organizations. I mean going out to the hood, helping people who are actually out here down bad, going out and filling up a truck and dropping off school supplies, helping people pay off their rent, helping people pay off a bill, doing things like that. We have so many talented millionaires and billionaires in our community. Why haven't they started their own stores? Why do we have to rely on white corporations who tell us time and time again that they hate us to promote our businesses and to sell our stuff? Why don't you have a third-party distributor and a website where you can ship your own things to people? Why are you reliant on them? We shouldn't even be in that position. We've made too much money and come too far as a community to still be relying on white people who hate us. And you guys are telling us to feed into that at least for another year. She didn't even explain what she was going to do after that year was up. And I'm not going to help her fulfill a contract just because she wants to not see her numbers plummet or because she thinks that her business is going to look bad. No. I'm not going to feed into that. Because what are you doing for the community? And not just her, but everybody. Y'all, Tupac said this almost 30 years ago. We can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. Black people get money and forget to share with each other. And I've been this way my whole life. Even when I was a kid, I was always willing to do and to give. Even when all I had was my allowance. And I'm still that way now. Even if it's just, giving somebody a little money, helping somebody pay a bill, sending somebody something random, or they're talking about what they don't have or whatever, I might just give it to them. And I don't expect anything back. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because we've lost that sense of community and I don't like it. And now we've become so individualistic and capitalistic in the mind that you guys think it's okay to have a partial boycott of a company who told us they don't value us. And you say it out loud and you really think you're right. You're not right about this. You're on the wrong side. This is a risk that you take in business when you contract with another company. If they decide to shift platforms politically, they do a pivot, you're going to be affected by it. That's just a risk that you take. And I, as a business owner, have to recognize that myself. But where do we draw the line, y'all? When do we demand these people to give back what they're asking us for? Don't lean into your Blackness just because you want me to do something for you. You should be in it all the time. Where are the after school programs? Where is the community housing that you can create from your own pocket because you have the money? Something that isn't government funded. Transitional housing for our people so they can get on their feet. Where are those things that we could be doing that we're not? I'm not going to play into this, and you guys shouldn't either. And to those of you who are being manipulative with this message, I don't know if you're being manipulative or you're just misinformed, but you need to stop. This isn't okay. We're not going to participate in a partial boycott. If people are telling us they don't want our money, then they don't want our money. And these Black companies better figure out what they're going to do to sell their products from here on out. I'm not going to side with that.